Let's take a look at this last wave of Masters of the Universe Filmation style figures from Super7 coming up after this. This is kind of a pretty cool wave because we're getting two figures that we've never gotten before in this original style. I love this style. This is 5.5 figures are what I fell in love with as a kid. They're awesome. They're hunky, chunky. Masters of the Universe was my jam. I loved it so much. I wasn't really a big fan of the things Super7 was doing for Masters. I do really love the reaction figures. I love retro toys, so anything that's like that I love. Wasn't a big classics fan. Not a big Four Horsemen design fan, to be honest with you. The whole McFarlane look and reminds me of Spawn, basically. It's just highly detailed. I like toys. These look like toys. I'm not even a big fan of the cartoon, but because these are bright pops of awesome colors, I'm totally drawn to these, and they're beautiful. The packaging is beautiful. It looks so original. I love the art. The comic part is a little digital, but I do love the pictures of the actual figures. I still have the color variants. There's a lot of translucent figures, so I like them. I'm going to open those all in a different video. They're from Wave 3 and 4. But right now, I'm just going to open up these. Evil Seed is a brand new figure in the 5.5 scale. It's funny, Super7 is no longer having the license that's been taken away. I think there might be plans. A lot of people are worried about the classics. I'm not really a fan of those. I'm going to sell my complete classics collection and just collect these new 5.5 articulated ones that Mattel is making. I'm really excited about that because Mattel can make good quality figures, and that was a problem with these legs falling off. The same was going for the Funko figures that they were making in the same 5.5 style, breaking brittle plastic. Mattel knows plastic. I am super excited to get those. I didn't even need the articulation. You can just bring on the 5 points and I'm happy. I'll have to judge that when I see that. I live in Canada. We have yet to see those WWE figures, so I don't know how much I love them or how much I don't like the articulation, but they're looking pretty good online. I'm not doing a very good job at showing you the comics on these. I don't think. I don't know. But I'm doing it now. They look so great. At least they look good. Such an homage to the original packaging. I'm just going to cut these open. I've had these for such a long time, and I haven't gotten around to opening them. I have so many toys to open. I guess I'm kind of saving my face. Oh my goodness, am I cutting the cape? I gotta put on the glasses. There's a cape in there. My scissors are cutting through it. I have to get it some better scissors. Masters of the Universe is coming out at the end of this year, 2020. WWEs are supposed to be showing up in stores now. They were online. They are just beginning to show up at Walmart's. They're supposedly Walmart exclusives, but some stores in the Europes are getting them, and that is confirmed. I think Germany definitely confirmed. However, nobody has confirmed for Canada. When I check stock for Walmart, though, in Canada, you can bring up the figures. There is yet to have any prices on them or anything. Evil-Lyn has a fabric cape, which is so sweet. I think I did cut it with the scissors. That is horrible. Oh, and the cape just pops right off. Oh, it's got this plastic neck insert thing. Oh my goodness. This is so, oh boy. Oh, we're off to a bad start here. It's really cool to have the cape, though. I'm so careful with my figures. I have all of my original figures from the 80s. and they're all in really amazing condition. I was actually surprised at how good the condition is that my figures are in when I look at them again. That is a really nice accessory. Love that. We have her crystal ball scepter thing with the talon. So nice. And then it comes in a separate color. I don't know what the story behind this one is. Some kind of alternative. Maybe it's from an episode. It looks like they gave us a more toy style one, and this might be more like the one that she had in the cartoon. According to this artwork by, I believe that's Emiliano and Eamon, two super fans who have become people who work on the property. I need better scissors because I am wrecking everything. Can't believe I cut up her cape. I want to get this card out, but that's the hardest part. Perhaps I'll save that for the end, and let me just cut out the toys for now, and I will show you the cards at the very end of this video. I know that most people like the classics. I can appreciate that. I understand why you like them, but I'm more into the hunky, chunky, weird proportions, bright colors, weird color combinations. These color combinations are a little more child-friendly than the original colors, but these bright pops of color are also something I love and appreciate, even though I'm not a big cartoon fan. This cartoon I don't like. Cartoons in general, not something that I usually pay much attention to. That's really cool. Two cool wings. We've got an alternate head. So we got a head with the visor up. I didn't know that. And we have a head with the visor down. I guess the small wing goes on top and that clips into place. I think once you get those in, they're not coming out. Uh-oh, I think I did put them on backwards. Maybe that's not coming out now. Oh, wow, that was scary. Yeah, big wing on top, small wing on bottom makes more sense. Very well designed. I think that they got the legs down pat now. Without them, oh, I'm not going to risk it. They twist usually pretty okay, but the joint that folds them, I'm always told by you guys and other fans to heat them before moving the joints, which is kind of ridiculous that you can't just use your toy out of the box. You have to take measures to make them work. Really stocky, hunky, chunky. Feet are a little stubby on these, not as pointy as normal. That's probably reflective of the cartoon. Love these. Such great colors. He comes with a very similar axe to the one that his toy came with. Plastic is a bit brittle. It feels like stir sticks is what all of this plastic feels like. Not the best quality. I do prefer a more rubbery. This is very sharp. That's some kind of lance. Awesome for him. Let's move on. Well, I guess I'm saving the two that we've never seen before for the end. They love to make this Staff of Avion. I believe it was in, maybe it was a mini comic? Maybe it was, I don't think, if it's in here, it must have been an episode in the cartoon, and they keep making it whenever they make Stratos for some reason. But if they're going to give you this many accessories, that's awesome. And look at this thing. It's like jade. It's got an egg on top, which I guess makes sense because he is the Birdman. And then we have this Filmation artifact that looks pretty sweet too, with the skull. I've not even seen all of the Filmation episodes because I kind of tried when the DVDs first came out, but then I would start falling asleep. They kind of bored me. Yeah, flimsier, bent up plastic for these arm braces. Not as nice as the original figure. I'll bring over him. I might as well do that right now so you can see the difference between the original. This is actually the reissue back in the early 2000s. But I do have, actually Stratos is a figure I didn't have. Yeah, they made him even more simpler. But do you see how the colors on these are a little more darker, muted, creepy? That's why I fell in love with these, because of the colors. Let me clip this in and around. That is unsatisfying. Again, they feel like stir sticks. Yeah, it doesn't really fit on. This one is fitting on better. Maybe once they're out of the box that they'll change their molds to fit better. I squeeze it around a little bit. But it can stay on and it looks good. Just don't touch them. That's pretty much how these figures work. They do have the punch action. I forgot that. Super expensive for me to get these. The shipping from Big Bad Toy Store is better than Super7. So that is how I got these in Canada. Shipping from Super7 is horrendous. Another horrible thing about collecting the toys from them. I think that, did I say this already? Mattel has taken away their license. Now I think Mattel is going to make the classics. I think it's what's going to happen. All right, let's open up Evil-Seed. Let's save Shadow Weaver for last because I guess I'm probably more excited about her. She was in She-Ra. The She-Ra cartoon I actually enjoyed. When they had the crossover episodes, it would freak me out as a kid, and I thought it was so awesome. Lukey Lends a Hand was probably my favorite episode because it went against, you know, everything that's supposed to happen. Interaction between characters that wasn't supposed to take place. Freaked me out, thought it was awesome. This is Evil-Seed. More of an Orko. I love that they didn't put a wheel or any kind of gimmick on the bottom of his feet. That's cool. And he's wearing a skirt. They could have given a waist swivel, considering his waist is pretty round. He's super hollow. Doesn't feel like a Masters of the Universe figure at all. Maybe they could have given him like the Star Wars skirt legs too. I would have been happy with that, even if they were hollow in the back. I do prefer a more rubbery toy. His face is very, very funny, yet still really cool. He's reminding me of Eldor because of his cloak. Let's see if there's any more similarities. Could they be like, no. They should have made it the same color so that you could make a connection if you want. That's what I liked to do when I was a kid, to make a connection. Like Orko, for example, I thought that him and Madame Raz and Shadow Weaver, they all seem to have these magenta cloaks on. And I always thought there was some kind of connection and that they were kind of all the same people or they had to graduate from the same kind of school of magic. Really cool. Do the hands twist? Oh, the hands twist. That's a nice little bit of articulation there. Weird, solid plastic figure. Accessory included is this big plant thing. I thought there were two of them, but there's just this one big clump of sprouts, and it looks like it fits right into one of his hands. Let's find the right hand, stick it in there. It's kind of like a spell cast thing, so it just squeezes in there, and it fits very nicely, so that's nice. It seems to go flat right here. That seems to be the natural position of it. Again, you can put it down. That's cool. And he comes with a shield, and I'm not sure what this shield is from. It's probably from some episode that I just don't know, and because I'm not a cartoon fan, but it looks really awesome. Again, very brittle plastic. Feels like a stir stick. I didn't put these crystal balls in Evil-Lyn's hand. You want to see Evil-Lyn with Evil-Lyn? I always preferred her yellow color to any other color that they gave her because that was my toy. I am toy first. The toys are awesome. Look at her thunder thighs. So cool. Yeah, the difference is good. I really like these though. I can't believe I ruined her cape. Shadow Weaver. Females and characters we've never had before. Pretty awesome wave. Yeah, cloth goods. Don't know how I feel about them. It's not necessary for me. I don't like things to wear out. I like things to keep their shape, so the plastic cape that they gave like Hordak and that vinyl kind of material that they used back in the day was really cool. But I don't know. Sometimes mixing in cloth goods for Ninjor or the fur on whatever that big horde monster, what was his name? So she does have cloth goods as well, and it seems to be pretty seamless. It's not exactly the same color. It's more apparent on the camera screen, it appears. She's got a twisty waist. She too feels a little, she's hollow and plastic. not rubbery plastic like the rest of her. Yeah, I would like that to be solid. The wings feel good. Her arms move. She seems thin. She's not as chunky as the regular figures did feel. It's so much rubbery, awesome, thick, solid, good quality. And this is a little more brittle, but she looks great. Look, she even stands smaller. What is she in compared to the new Tila? Nothing beats the faces on the classic toys. You just don't beat it. It's really unique. I mean, this isn't the classic toy. Should I find? Well, I don't have the classic toys with me. But even the paint on these reissued ones, I like better than the realism that we have on here, which doesn't make sense because it is cartoon and that has more realism. It does definitely reflect better on figures like this that don't have facial details. Shadow Weaver looks good, feels not so good. Spring action waist is cool. What are her accessories? Well, she has a flight stand. That is why she's so short. That explains things. So she can levitate on here, and that is why she floats like that. That's cool. That was nice. That was a nice addition. The clear plastic feels better quality than the actual body plastic. And she comes with 2 wands. I don't remember which one is hers or if she even had one. She's got this one with the ball at the top, and she looks like that holding that. Cool. Love the Horde logo. And then we have this flame, I guess also from a Filmation episode. Cool. Awesome. Look at that hat. Yeah. I always thought her and Madame Raz were like connected because of their outfits being so similar. Hey, do you want to see Buzz-Off comparison? Why not? I like the techno details on his wings. Still, I do like the original ones. There's just something so special about them. The colors, there was a little bit of 70s left in them, and that's kind of what was so awesome. My favorite character is Zodak. Zodak is so sweet, and I think he is the epitome of what Masters of the Universe is. He is sword and sorcery. He is barbaric. He is space. He's all of these things. Look at he's got hairy back. He's got the weird monster feet. He's got space armor and space helmet on. That is why he is my favorite character. He's got it all, and he's just so cool. They did a pretty good job on the designs of these. They look like cartoons. Plastics aren't so good. Really looking forward to getting more Masters of the Universe from Mattel. That's what I'm super excited for. I hope you will like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time, and I'll show you at the end of these cards. The way that these are packaged doesn't make any sense to me at all. It's impossible to get the cards out. It's impossible. You have to wreck something, and it's such great design, and they put so much effort into making it look nice, and you kind of just have to tear it apart. I mean, I am managing to do it. It's really hard on the female figures because they have such a small bubble. Why don't they just put a whole bubble plastic? Would it have been that much more money to cover the whole blister card with, the ones that wrap around where you have the clamshell and there's the tabs that just wrap around and you can undo it? I would have loved to keep my figures that way and appreciate them that way. Otherwise, because I have to destroy this packaging anyway, I would have preferred just sell it to me in a bag. Save me all of this production money that you're spending on these cards and the artist and everything. Throw it in a plastic baggie or ship it in bubble wrap because it's impossible to save this stuff. I don't know how I'm going to cut in here, even if I had the right kind of scissors. So usually I get the bubble out so far, and then I reach in and try to bubble out the card like that. Yeah, it worked. It's a good thing the cards are made on really good stock. And then later, I'll probably sit down with these in front of the television and slowly, very, very carefully cut off the rest of the plastic and store the beautiful cards. I think an X-Acto knife would be even scarier because, like what I did with the cape, I think I could accidentally make some horrible mistakes. I don't know. Now I'm just getting frustrated and yeah, okay. Thank goodness those cards are made on good stock. So we got Evil-Lyn here. Then I believe they give a little bit of history and show her in our incarnations. Stratos. Buzz off. Oh my goodness, look at the one in the middle. Then, whoa, Shadow Weaver. Until you see the concept. So different. And then the different faces of Evil Seed. And he was even different in the Mike Young cartoon. And then I also have He-Man, Hordak, and She-Ra, and Skeletor, and Prince Adam, Orko. Oh, these cool comics and stickers for the book. I didn't like the book. The book was very cheaply made for Eldor. Then we got Faker and Tila and Beastman, Man-at-Arms. We got quite a good collection of these. Triclops is missing. Zodak is missing. Merman. Did I say Trapjaw? Clawful would have been a good one to make. That's pretty much it. I mean, Ram Man, of course, would be awesome. Many faces. Whew.